tell you about a girl I know. She is my baby and she lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, she brings my coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friend, I know she'll go with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say she told me so. That's why I know, oh I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. Now if I call her on the telephone and tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, when there is nobody else around, she kisses me and she holds me tight and tells me, Daddy, everything's alright. So I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. Now if I call her on the telephone and tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, when there is nobody else around, she kisses me and she holds me tight and tells me that everything's alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her. Oh, hallelujah. Don't you know, I just love her so. She's my little woman way across town. Babe, I'm a little fool for you, little girl.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be
Ladies and gentlemen, British and Americans,
if I
good afternoon, and on behalf of the families of Brent and Charlie, welcome. My name is Tim Morgan, and as one of Brent and Charlie's mutual friends, I'm honoured to be helping out with the service today. I'm going to say a few words, but at the centre of the service is a marriage, and for that we need professionals. So we have Kimberly and Janet here to help. We are here today in the Daffodil, which has been described as chic, stylish and sophisticated. Words which could easily be used to describe today's bride. Later, at dinner, we'll be drinking a very good bottle of red, which is described as bold, packed with character and full-bodied. Words rather fitting of the group. And so we begin the service.
Good afternoon, everybody. This place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And we are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Brent Derek Morgan and Charlotte Alexandra Burrows. Brent and Charlie, before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are now about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. So a very important question for you guys. If any person here knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now.
next, Brent and Charlie will exchange their vows. This will be a formal and public pledge of their love, and they will make these vows in front of their closest friends and family. There is a lot of literature about how marriage requires closeness and yet distance. Poets have described trees who grow side by side and whose roots entwine. To many of us, Brent is known as Bear, and perhaps it is fitting to suggest an analogy along this theme. A benefit of having a bear is that you have someone large and scary on your side. They can protect you and provide for you. They can offer you strength and warmth when you feel down. Bears are also nature's entertainers, and he'll amuse you and make a crowd laugh. In return, a bear will need guidance and advice. He is a clumsy creature, unhygienic and irritable. His feeding costs are high, but if rewarded with regular meals and affection, he can be a loyal companion. Importantly, you must never make the other person feel restricted. And whilst you will guide each other, you must ensure that each is free to choose their own path. For this relationship to work, you will need cooperation, understanding, and most of all, friendship. Who brings Charlie to be married to Brent?
I do.
I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. And please speak the last time, groom gets to go first.
I always get the last one.
I declare that I know of no legal reason
I declare that I know of no legal reason
why I, Brent Derek Morgan,
why I, Brent Derek Morgan,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Charlotte Alexandra
to
Burrows.
Charlotte Alexandra Burrows.
I declare that I know of no legal reason
I declare that I know of no legal reason
why I, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
why I, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Brent Derek Morgan.
to Brent Derek Morgan.
And now the solemn moment has come when Brent and Charlie make their formal and legal contract before you all. So as a sign of your support and love, would everyone please stand? I, Brent Derek Morgan,
I, Brent Derek Morgan,
take thee, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
take thee, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
I, Charlotte Alexandra Burrows,
take thee, Brent Derek Morgan,
take thee, Brent Derek Morgan,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Would the guests like to take a seat again?
Brent and Charlie have also written their own promises, which they'll repeat now. Brent, do you repeat after me? I pledge allegiance
I pledge allegiance
to the commitment of our matrimony
to the commitments of our matrimony
and the relationship
and the relationship
for which it stands.
for which it stands,
One unit,
one unit,
supporting each other,
supporting each other,
invisible.
indivisible. I said that one more time twice.
We'll get it right second time round. With love and honesty forever.
With love and honesty forever.
Charlie, will you repeat after me? I pledge allegiance
I pledge allegiance
to the commitment of our matrimony
to the commitment of our matrimony
and the relationship
and the relationship
for which it stands.
for which it stands.
One unit,
One unit,
supporting each other,
supporting each other,
indivisible.
indivisible, with love and honesty.
With love
That's all it's about.
and we now have a reading by Katie.
Well, let's get emotional. This is a wedding poem. Charlie and Brent Well, what can I say? By having known them forever and a day, so what qualifies me to write this gushy ode of their love and marriage and future bestowed? From the moment I met them, they were hard to forget. Even more so now with Jenny on board, their beautiful pet. Brent's big laugh and strict hard-going rules. Charlie's steely blue eyes, she suffers no fools. A match rather odd, I thought at the time, but now I can boast they are simply divine. Great friends to the core, loyal and kind. A couple so rare, not easy to find. So here we are on their wedding day, both ready to honour and obey. United by a ring, nice bit bling, but a symbol of their commitment, their promise and their vow, their everlasting pledge to one another, and that'll do for now. Husband and wife, forever they will be, going on to expand their family tree. Good luck to you both, from the bottom of my heart. You are a wonderful couple, and that is a really great start.
In every culture and country, they have their own wedding traditions. In Mexico, a wreath made from orange blossom is tied in a figure of 8 around the heads of the bride and groom. A traditional Zulu wedding involves a naked dance-off between the families of the bride and groom. And in the Maasai tribes of Kenya, it's tradition for the father of the bride to spit in his daughter's face. Brent and Charlie have chosen not to follow any of these traditions. Instead, as is tradition in this country, they will seal their marriage contract by the giving and receiving of rings. A ring is chosen as it has no beginning and no end. It is an unbroken and everlasting circle. It is a public and visible sign of the lifelong promises that you make today. Brent and Charlie have decided to mark their wedding day with the exchange of rings and have written their own vows. Brent, would you repeat after me? We need a ring. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love.
as our symbol of our love
And commitment.
and commitment.
It is a sign of all that we have.
It's a sign of all that we have
Promised to each other.
promised to each other.
Charlie, will you repeat after me? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love and commitment.
as a symbol of our love and commitment.
It is a sign of all that we have.
It is a sign of all that we have
Promised to each other.
promised to each
And I believe Paul Johnson will now do a reading.
Marriage is about giving and taking, and forgiving and forsaking, kissing and loving, and pushing and shoving, caring and sharing, and screaming and swearing, about being together whatever the weather, about being driven to the end of your tether, about sweetness and kindness, and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling weak. It's about saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you're right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. It's about you two living as cheaply as one. You can give us a call if you know how that's done. Never heeding advice that was always well meant. Never counting the cost until it's all spent. And for you two today, it's about to begin. And for all that the two of you had to put in. Some days filled with joy, and some days with sadness. Too late you'll discover that marriage is madness.
Brent and Charlie, you have both made the declarations and vows required by law in the presence of these witnesses, your family and friends. So I'm now delighted to announce that you are husband and wife with Mr. Brent. We've now got the formalities of signing the register, so please feel free to talk amongst yourself for a few minutes while that happens.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time.